thought, this anchoring thought, okay? And I wrote about it earlier today, which is this idea that the door to ascension, right, to where we're going, to this beautiful shift, that door is always open. That door is always open. And it's through our free will, right, through choice and action that we, within our own individual journey, choose to start walking through that door of ascension. And that's why, people are always waiting for these big events to happen in the collective, when really this shift that's happening is internal. This revolution that we're moving through is inside us. This is where the revolution is. And everybody is invited. Everyone is invited. But this is also where we're going to start really seeing that split in reality, because it's very easy, especially the more things unwind and break down in the 3D, right? In the old way, the more things get noisy and break down and look messy, the easier it's going to be to say, oh, everything's hopeless. This world we live in is hell, and we are going to start agreeing to that fear. That's part of the old way. And so it's going to take a lot of inner strength and a lot of inner opening to say, no, I choose something different. I believe in the new. I believe we're here to create something new. And when I say new, a lot of what we are unlocking is ancient, but it's done in a new way, okay? Because we have never ascended like this, in this way. The sheer number of souls who came here to awaken in this time frame has never been done before. And what we mean by awakening is awakening to remember the divine within us. That the divine is not out there, the divine is within us. And we have, as a culture, as a country, as countries, as the world, been slowly pulling ourselves away from spirit through everything that we know. And that pulls us away from ourselves. And so where we are right now in our collective consciousness, I'll actually say not right now, we'll say a couple of years ago, we were almost at the furthest point we could be away from knowing our truth. And now is the time where that is starting to stir within us, because we're starting to get restless. The outside world is starting to get more and more messy. And it's a beautiful, beautiful mechanism, design, we'll say, that we've all agreed to start saying, listen, I understand what's happening out there, but I believe that if I come back within and I create this sanctuary, this beautiful, harmonic, peaceful sanctuary within me, if I really carve out moments throughout the day to feel the divine within me, this is what will allow me to step into my power, to remember that I am having this human experience, but I simultaneously am so much more expansive than that. This is what this paradigm shift is, okay? Because the more we unlock our spiritual dimensions, the more ability and capability we have as humans to transcend the limitations of fear and lack and separation that have been kind of shoved down our throats. And eventually we started to believe it, but it's not true. And so part of moving into the fifth dimension, right? So the fourth dimension is understanding and seeing a lot clearer, and seeing duality, and seeing that there are these hierarchical systems of oppression. But the fifth is then to say, okay, despite seeing that, I still choose non-duality. Okay. This is why developing the heart is imperative. This is why forgiveness is imperative. When you look at any philosophy, anything that is a system to support humans in ascending, the foundation of it is always forgiveness. Because forgiveness is what allows us to move out of duality. And forgiveness oftentimes begins with ourself. Because even if we've had situations where we've been overpowered or we've been the victim of abuse, you'd be surprised at how many people walk out of that blaming themselves, which is why they are still stuck and frozen in some of those situations, because it really requires us to forgive ourselves, maybe for not speaking up, or maybe there's something we could have handled. Maybe it wasn't our fault at all, but we're still blaming ourselves. And the more we start to come in to forgive ourselves, the easier it is for us to forgive others. We need the reminding, especially when the physical body is purging. That's been keeping me from my practice lately, and I could feel it in my mental and emotional body. I wasn't myself. The consciousness is at a totally new and different place and is ready for it. Yes, I agree. The reminders are so important right now, okay? Because it gets really noisy and it's going to continue to get noisy in the collective. And that lower timeline is going to be so seductive. It's going to be, it's there, like we're in the lower timeline. It's those of us who are going to use our willpower to choose something different, to choose to not feed the duality, to not feed the separation and the teams and the old way, right? That harm all of us. So with that being said, let's work on, if anybody is purging physically right now, it is really supportive to figure out if there's anywhere in your space that you have more capability to clear. So sometimes when we're clearing physically, we can't go straight to clearing our physical body. We have to think, okay, well, maybe the mental body can be a place that I clear to start giving me more space in my auric field. Or maybe it's the emotional body, or maybe it's the combination of two. But whenever we do these Monday sessions, we do it all, okay? So let's begin. I want to say one more thing. The other thing I want to say is the energies have started to pick up today. Okay. So what I'm noticing with these energies today, and I always feel I feel when the energies start to pick up, even before the Schumann resonance, even before the solar flares start to activate, because I start to feel like this tingly thing down my spine. And it's like it's a vibration, and it's an electric energy for me. And what I'm noticing with today's energy is that high heart energy, okay, because we're activating more of our heart chakra as we ascend, is more palpable the more we allow these energies to support us. And it can be as simple as holding the intention that I'm not going to resist these frequencies coming through. I'm going to work with them. Okay. But that higher consciousness that we are moving into can be felt in between the thoughts, in the pause in between the thoughts. Okay. So the more we actually learn how to train our mind, and we can hold that pause between thoughts in a longer way, the more we can start feeling that beautiful vibration that we are attuning to, okay, by remembering who we are, remembering the power of who we are. So today we're gonna sit with that. Actually, I invite all of you right now to close your eyes and just find your breath and see if you can tune into that frequency that's coming in today. And if you can't, that's okay too, because remember, this is all about practice and not judging ourselves for wherever we are in our own journey. Because the thing is that yes, absolutely, what Kathy said, we are in a whole different rung of consciousness. What's available to us on this planet is not something that was available to us even 6 months ago, okay? And so because of that, the opportunity for all of us to shift into higher timelines can happen this in a snap. So just pausing right now and seeing if you can feel, it's a beautiful harmonic energy that's coming through today. But it's also the reminder that when the frequencies come through, they can start pulling up density. All right. So we do want to start practicing just receiving and accepting what is coming through, and trying to see if we can maybe relax the body, if possible, so that we can move out of resistance. And just breathing here, and we're just going to start going into it right now. So just nicely breathing into your body, that beautiful breath, remembering that the breath is such a nice anchor point because it's always in present moment. It's in that eternal moment that we're logging into just by bringing your full awareness to your breath and breathing in and breathing out. As you breathe in and as you breathe out, just feel your body start to relax just by noticing if there's any tension you're holding in your physical body. Sometimes we're holding it in the jawline, in the shoulders, in the back. And just as you become more present right now with your breathing, you start to become pure awareness. Pure awareness is also pure light. So the more we start merging with that pure awareness, the more we scan our body. And when we come to a place that's holding tension in our body, we just pause with it, with that awareness. And that awareness, holding the light that is inherently there, starts to melt away the tension, the dis-ease, the stress that we may be holding. Just scanning your body right now. And if available to you, to do it lovingly. Just offer your body love right now as you scan every opportunity to bless our body, to thank our body, to love our body. This is also what's asked of us right now, to come into deeper states of love, is to really understand the relationship we've had with our body. Some of us have been at war with our body. Some of us constantly criticize and judge the body. And this is the moment right now not to criticize ourselves for that. It's just to pause. And as alchemists, the alchemists that we are, we can transmute anything through love. We can even transmute the past in this moment through love. And so offering your body love, the gift of love, of unconditional love, as we hold the gratitude within our hearts for all that the body does for us automatically, how intelligent this system is that works within the body. And just feeling that and holding that as we allow the body to relax. Isn't it interesting to think that sometimes the body is not relaxed because we're judging it? We are in separation with our body. And so now it's through our blessing the body, through our loving the body, that we start to come in communion with the body. In oneness, we talk about moving into oneness, right? Out of duality. It has to start with our relationship with ourself first. So maybe as we move into the healing today, maybe we hold the intention that we want to come into fullness, into wholeness, into completion within ourselves today. And just breathing here. If anybody's feeling scattered, the more you bring your focus to your breath, the more you start centralizing your energy to a single point of awareness. So just allow the breath to be where you get fully focused right now. And then you can just sense or even hold the intention to call back your energy, especially if you feel scattered right now. When there are energies coming through and we are purging, we get very scattered. And that can make us feel even more overwhelmed. And so right now, let's centralize our energy just by focusing on the breath, calling it back in. And as it comes back in, we hold the intention that it's only holding our energy, nothing else, no one else's. If we could really understand how much of our energy we leave on our phone, in the ethers. So let's call that back. You may notice as you call your energy back that the light within you starts to strengthen, because this is your presence. This is your essence. We're bringing it back home. The more we come back home, the more our lights turn on. The less space there is for anything else. It's as simple as that. You may notice that there's something in your field right now, maybe an emotion or someone else's energy that you just want to lovingly clear. Just clear it just by turning up your light right now. The more you turn up your light, which is just your awareness, your presence, the more that you start to clear any interference, any density, anyone else's energy. It just starts to clear out of your aura. And let's clear our home or our environment, wherever we are. We're just going to bring a beautiful attunement, an angelic attunement through the home right now, just to clear away any density all around us. And just breathe here. So we have to practice feeling the divine within us, feeling that unconditional love within us, because that's who we are at our core, at our essence, is unconditional love. And the more we practice feeling the divine within us, feeling that beautiful source energy that is inherently a part of our soul, the more we feel it, the more we trust it. And that's what so many of us are learning right now, or relearning, is to trust that source energy runs through us. That source energy is inherently a part of us. And that this beautiful source energy that runs through us and is us, it holds everything that we need. Nothing is outside of us. This is what we are learning, relearning, remembering. That if we learn to trust this beautiful light within us, this spark of creator that each of us is, there's nothing that can bring us to a state of lack. The lack we live, the void we live in, is because we have forgotten that we are divine. The more we remember this, the more we start shifting our outer reality. Think about the more we come in to feel that divine spark of light, that it is in our core, the more we start coming into our authentic being. The more authentic we are, the more of a magnet we are, calling to us all that we need for fulfillment, for whatever we've mapped out for ourselves in this lifetime. Ultimate fulfillment. So just breathing into that light within you, watering the garden through your awareness of it. And as we do this in community, we strengthen the vibration of this container as we all witness the God selves within. How powerful that we can do this in community. And just breathing into that, breathing not only into feeling it within yourself, but the awareness that we are all doing this together. Because somewhere within us, we do believe that we are divine. And yes, there are many programs that we are working through to remember this. Many programs that want to keep us in lack, in fear, in separation with this knowing of who we truly are at soul level. And as you feel this light within you, I invite you to just notice or be aware of your ego self, just starting to melt away, taking a pause, taking a break from your 3D personality, from your 3D identity, from your name, your age, so that you can truly feel your soul. You can feel how infinite and unlimited you are. You can feel how eternal you are as you expand your awareness beyond your human form. And let's all breathe into that as we all do this together. Calling in that ring of light, your spirit team, the beings of light that have agreed to support you and be with you as you were the one that volunteered to come into human form and experience density and forgetfulness. And so in those moments where we are too stuck in our human and we have forgotten too much, that's why we have these light beings that have agreed to be part of our team. So that if we can pause and get out of our own way, we can feel that vibration of unconditional love. And so let's call on that ring of light to surround us, each one of us calling on our angels, our guides. And let's just pause and breathe into this as we let go of any resistance from connecting with them. Let's allow ourselves to feel them. Allowing ourselves to integrate the vibration that they are radiating towards us. And it's not outside of us because our angels and our guides, they are all aspects of us. And then let's feel that beautiful attunement move through the crown of our head and move into our auric field, clearing out any density, any residual density, any fear we are holding, any resistance, any doubt, anything at all that interferes with us knowing that we are divine. That is what we are clearing right now. That is what we are no longer agreeing to. So just feel or sense any density clear right now as you double down on your faith in knowing who you are without a shadow of doubt. You hold the light, you are the light, you are the bringer of light. And the more you claim this, the more we each claim this, the easier it is for others who are stuck in lower states of consciousness right now. This is why we are the way showers, because we have agreed to embody the light that we are, the divinity in which is at our core. And when people see that light, they see us living that light. It reminds them of their own light. And just breathing here as we just do a quick peacock feather, just expand your auric field so that there's no areas of constriction or contraction. Just feel that beautiful flow of light and energy that is you. And let's pause here as we breathe into the heart, connect with the heart, feeling oneness with the heart. And let's place a beautiful shield around us. And this shield is just to filter anything other than love. And let's place that shield around our home environment as well. As we take a nice deep breath in together through the belly, maybe place your hand on your heart. And let's breathe that out. And just envision that each one of us are in a circle right now with our beautiful heart energy just radiating out. And just pause here as we each not only give energy to the circle, but also receive this beautiful love that is who we are at our core. And then we close with these words, and so it is. All that we cleared, all that we released, and all that we reawakened within us, it is complete. It is done. All right, my loves. Thank you, Betsy. Thank you, everybody. If anybody feels lightheaded, just bring your awareness towards the floor. Really feel your energy in the earth realm.